Hello, hello, how are we all? I'm talking very quietly. I'm in my sacred space. I've got the curtains drawn. I have crafted something very special. I've had this on my mind for a while, and it's just been recently that it's coalesced, and I know exactly what I was doing with it. Um, it is a kit to let you cast your own cord cutting. So I know how beneficial cord cutting spells are, personally, and I've seen how they work, the effect they've had with other people. And yeah, I'm always all about I am always about empowerment. And it's about that idea that you are the magician of your own life. You are magic, and what you need is belief and intent. But yes, sometimes you do need tools of the trade. So I have prepared these little kits. Now, these in themselves are magic. They have got very special ingredients in them. I am not going to tell you what everything is. I'll just kind of give you a broad brush. And I'll kind of tell you about how I would kind of do the spell. But as I always say, be led by your own intuition. There is no right or wrong. You are your magician. You are casting the spell that is right for you. Okay, so I can suggest guidelines, which I will do. As I say, I'm not going to tell you what the ingredients are for everything because it's got to remain secret. So you've got everything that you need in this pouch. All you need to do is bring your intent. Now, obviously, if you do want to add any personal tokens, mementos of anything representing the person, the situation, the place, whatever it is, or whoever it is that you're cutting that cord to, that connection that you have with, yeah, you can incorporate them into this, right? But I've kind of given you the basics, okay? So you have your two candles. The white candle represents you, black candle represents the thing, the person, whatever it is that you're cutting the cord to, the toxic thing, okay? So the idea is that you tie your cord, which I'm also giving you, and I've noted already, so not magic, it's going into this as well. You tie your cord, connecting the two candles, right? I like to kind of tie mine kind of up the top just because it does take a wee bit of time for them to burn down, but once that cord catches, things will happen quite fast. So I would generally kind of tie it up to about there. And these spells they'll take a time, like at least maybe 20 minutes, half an hour, maybe more. For these to do. Certainly mine's when I've been doing this been about half an hour. So yeah, and I always recommend what I talk, when it's burning down, but just focus your visualization, your meditation, your intention, and what you're cutting the cord to, and what you want your life to be like once you've cut this cord. So yeah, tie one half to the white candle, one half to the black candle. Here's a wee tip, right? Say if you've not got any candle holders, blue tack. Now make sure you're doing this on a fireproof board. Make sure you've got water nearby because yes, it can get out of control. But yeah, blue tack, and then stick your candles down. So fire safety obviously is a must, right? Because these do get pretty wild. So yes, there you go, you've got that, okay? And then the idea is you light both the candles. Now it's up to you if you want to anoint your candles as well. You can put oil on them, or you can anoint them with herbs, but again, fire hazard, right? So just be really careful. Or you can carve into them so the candles themselves can be incorporated with extra magic, whatever you feel is right, okay? And I have given you the kind of basics. So generally kind of people will maybe use salt, okay, to kind of put the candles in, right? So that's a kind of base, it's that kind of protection, repelling. Now I'm giving you something really special. I am giving you a little vial of grave dirt. Now it's been harvested responsibly, respectfully. Offerings were given, and I got assistance from the upkeeping of a very old grave up in a local graveyard. So it's a very old grave, hundreds of years old. There's actually not even any name left in the grave, so I'm so grateful for my anonymous helper. So yes, the idea is that you would kind of sprinkle your grave dirt, and then I stick the candles kind of in it, or surround the candles with the grave dirt, right? I'm also giving you, I'm not showing you what's written on the envelope, a little mix of botanicals, okay? And the idea that, well, actually, I'm not going to tell you because you'll see if you buy it because it's written on the envelope, right? You can mix these in with your grave dirt, okay? And I'm also giving you a little pouch just with kind of various other trinkets, charms, symbols. So again, this is where you can kind of bring in your own personal mindings. Now I'm giving you all a little paper scroll, so if you want to write anything on it that you want to release when you're cutting this cord and then burn it, you could possibly even tie it. I mean, you could actually maybe thread through, because it's got a little metal ring, thread the scroll through your cord. But again, just be so careful with fire, right? My dad was a fireman, so yeah, he's totally left that in. That's why I was never a witch when my dad was alive. It was like spinning up there sometimes with some of my antics. And my wee spill candle's still burning away here. It's got such a strong flame. I'm giving you a couple of charms for some for, I'm not going to show you them all actually. Some's kind of to represent the toxicity, right? The kind of thing that you're cutting the cords to, and there's a couple to represent what you're kind of bringing in, right? Just random. I've just kind of picked them quite randomly. So yeah, again, it's up to you kind of how you want to use these. If you want to kind of bury them in the soil, if you want to kind of tie them to, you know, your cord, it really is up to you. And I'm also giving you a little teeny wee spell jar of a very, very potent herb. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it is very potent. It's not called what it is for nothing. So you're getting a teeny one of them. And again, the idea is, you know, if you want, yes, mix it through your grave dirt, right? So I do that, then light your candles, and then that's the spell. Now, the way the flames will talk to you, right? The flames will tell you, and the way the cord burns will tell you a lot. So yes, keep watching it, because it's going to talk to you. The spell's going to talk to you. The cord burning, cord cutting is going to talk to you. You might find a kind of sense of the flames doing what you're talking about, like they're actually doing what you're telling them to do. And then, yeah, it's up to you kind of whether you want to wait till the candles burn all the way down, you know, after that cord's cut, or whether, you know, sometimes it can be one candle will burn faster and the one's still burning. So, you know, it's up to you if you want to just snuff, never blow out your candle. That's what I believe, because you're blowing the magic wheel, it's going to snuff it or pinch it out, right? So it's up to you if you want to have that the fucking, it's your decision. Like, no, I'm saying this spell's over now. I have done it. I have cut the cords, and then yeah, snuff the remaining flame of the candle. As regards disposal, now I'm always kind of quite mindful of my disposing of ingredients, but in this case, it's the cord cutting. So I gather them up, pop all the remnants in this wee bag, right? That it'll come in, and put it in a bin. Right, I recommend putting it in a bin away from your home. I recommend maybe trying to confuse the universe, maybe walking counterclockwise around the bin a couple of times. A bin at Crossroads is great as well. Just, I know you're putting it in the bin, but just dispose of them respectfully, kind of thing, with that gratitude, you know, thank you. Like, I'm putting you in the bin, but it's because I need to do this, but thank you for what you helped me with, right? And you're also going to get a little crystal as well, which again I'm not going to tell you, which that is something that you can keep, right? So a wee crystal, and the idea is that you hold that if you want when you're doing your cord cutting, and that should be talisman for going forward. So after you've disposed of this, and that's the thing, the aftermath of cord cutting as well, I'm not going to talk about it now, but there is an aftermath, right? Protection is key, right? So if you want to talk about that, let me know. And yeah, you keep that, right? So whenever you're kind of feeling a wee bit, or you feel as if the connections maybe trying to reform, or you're feeling a bit shaky, you hold your wee crystal, okay? Or maybe you can incorporate it into jewellery or something like that. So yeah, that's that idea. So yes, that is your little cord cutting kit. I've put magic in this, so all you need to do is to bring your belief, your intent, your magic. I know your magic. I know you can do this. So and as ever, just drop me a message. I will provide kind of a wee bit rough instructions with this, but drop me a message if you do want to chat, especially the aftermath, right? The aftercare, okay? Protection is key. Right, excellent. Love you so loads. Thank you so much.